Meet Sham. He is a 25-year-old call center agent working in Bangalore. And at 2 a.m. in the morning, he isn't expected to think too hard. You see, his productivity, so to say, is measured by the minute handle time, which is basically just industry jargon for the average time an agent spends wrapping up a customer call. Now, call centers have been using software that has been logging and calculating agents' minute handle time for years now. So, Shyam is no stranger to being tracked. But there's something new looking over his shoulder today. So, yes, it's 2 a.m. and Shyam is on his 19th query of that night. It is a flight ticket refund and it is resolved in 6 minutes flat. But not by him exactly. On his screen, a box is flashing prompts, taking notes, and drafting up a summary. Shyam told us that he is always there. The he in question is an AI co pilot who has been shadowing Shyam's every call. And it's not just a productivity tool. Because, well, every single tab Shyam clicks, every claim he files, isn't just resolving a query. It's also training data. And the AI that's watching his every move, well, it's one that could replace him any day. But this story isn't just about Shyam. It's about thousands of service workers across India. It's about an industry that is simultaneously doing its job and rehearsing its Last Supper. And naturally, big global firms have taken notice. For instance, back in July, Capgemini spent more than $3 billion buying WNS Global, one of India's biggest BPM or business process management firms. But the prize wasn't its call center staff. It was 30 years of workflow data, everything from insurance claims to refund approvals. And all of that data is now raw material for the next big thing in automation, agentic AI. Agentic AI is not your average chatbot. It's a system that can run full operations from end to end by itself. And the deal is a sign that India's next big export isn't trained manpower, like Shyam. Instead, it's data. Welcome to Daybreak, a business podcast from The Ken. I'm your host, Rachel Verghese, and every day of the week, my co-host Snigdha Sharma and I will bring you one news story that is worth understanding and worth your time. Today is Wednesday, the 22nd of October. For years, India's call centers were seen as the world's problem solvers on cheap labor. In fact, NASSCOM says India holds about 60% of the global BPM market. But with the advent of AI, the same outsourced processes are also becoming proprietary products. If companies know how to repackage them, most still don't. A former member of WNS's AI team told my colleague, the Ken reporter Mrunmay, that while WNS had all this process data, it wasn't really using it. And right now, everything in the tech world is moving so fast that if companies don't develop aggressively, they lose out. So that's where most of India's BPM industry stands today, caught between competing and consolidating. You see, global giants like Accenture, IBM, and Oracle are spending billions on buying firms packed with workflow data and infusing AI into their operations. But India's BPM majors have been slower, with some exceptions, like Genpact, for instance, which has made a few acquisitions in AI and analytics. But what's important to understand at this point is that the win here isn't just chatbots. Let's put it this way. If ChatGPT is the eager intern reading from a script, then agentic AI is the middle manager. It handles tasks, makes calls, files reports, and all without ever calling in sick. Dikshant Dave, CEO of Zigment AI, an agentic customer journey platform, told Mrunmay what he thinks the aim of agentic AI is. It isn't to sound like chatbots, but to behave like a network of real employees. It can go through all the motions of the workflow faster and with fewer mistakes. So, for businesses, the pitch is obvious: an always on, error free workforce. Dave says his clients have saved 200,000 hours of routine work and improved sales conversions by nearly 30%. And the more workflow data these systems ingest, the sharper they get. which is why everyone wants in and fast. So, BPMs, which were once known for the headsets and graveyard shifts, are now turning into analytics engines. Unearth Insight, a Bangalore based research firm, shared some data with the Ken. It shows that analytics and AI now make up 40% of their business mix. This shift has created new players like Latent View, Fractal, Move Sigma, Tiger Analytics, and driven consolidation. In just 5 years, 9 major deals have reshaped the industry. But the real race isn't just about who has the most call center agents anymore. It's about who owns the deepest pools of enterprise data. Like Gaurav Vasu of Unearth Insight told Mrunmai, whoever controls that data and can feed it into AI first wins. But the thing is, the data rush began long before most Indian BPMs even realized what they were sitting on, because they never thought of it that way. More on this in the next segment. Traditional BPM firms, as Gaurav Vasu tells us, never built technologies or systems to infer insights. They saw themselves as service providers, not product companies. And that complacency has left them vulnerable. You see, AI native firms start with data, then layer technology on top. Only now are BPMs realizing that they've had that data all along. Now, the industry gap is already visible. Accenture saw it early. Back in 2020, it bought N3, an inside sales firm, to strengthen SynOps, its AI powered operations platform. Today, analytics led services make up half of Accenture Ops' revenue. And analysts believe it's the slower players who will be acquired next. Gaurav Parab of Nelson Hall told us that basically tech firms aren't buying BPMs for just scale. They are also after the client base. And weak AI capabilities make BPMs easy targets. India's been here before. Its IT industry thrived on labor but never made the leap to products and consulting. Now, the BPM sector risks repeating that same story. As Bernstein India warned in a report, the industry is staring down the barrel of AI driven disruption. You see, the funding gap is stark. While Oracle and Accenture pour billions into AI, Indian AI startups raised just shy of $800 million dollars in 2024. Their US peers, on the other hand, they raised almost $110 billion dollars. But we have an exception in Genpact. It was once a traditional BPM, but now it's an AI driven analytics firm. In 2024, nearly half its revenue came from its data tech AI segment, up from just 14% at WNS. Through acquisitions like Exponent L Data, an AI first data driven solutions company, Genpact is shifting from solving complaints to predicting them. We spoke to Aniruddha Ray, who leads agentic solutions at Genpact. He told us that old BPM models could only take productivity so far. He said that true impact comes from combining process expertise with AI. Decades of running transactions for global clients have given Genpact deep operational knowledge, which gives it a unique vantage point to embed AI directly into business processes and show measurable results. Most Indian BPMs, however, are still playing it safe. Stay tuned. The thing is, autonomous automation won't happen overnight. Like Zygmunt Dave said, they've already begun moving to AI co-pilots that help employees do their jobs better. For instance, an insurance agent can now generate premium estimates in seconds without waiting for an underwriter. The next step, he said, is full agentic AI. But adoption is uneven. Now, adoption in sales and marketing move faster because results show up in revenue. Dave said that it's easier to get companies to listen when they're shown top line growth. But convincing them about efficiency gains in claims or compliance takes much longer. The tech, on the other hand, is improving fast though. Dave comments that when ChatGPT first came out, it was bland. Now it's better than an average sales rep. Not like one of the best ones yet, but getting there. What's surprising is that sometimes adoption starts where you least expect it. For instance, one of Zygmunt's first clients was Nova IVF, a fertility clinic. Dave had assumed fertility would be too sensitive, but it looks like women felt more comfortable talking to an AI. because it didn't judge. So Dave believes trust will grow slowly, just like how people once learned to trust that ATMs wouldn't eat their cards. So while big ticket sales will still need humans, the list of AI managed tasks will keep on expanding. For workers like Sham, the change is already here. By dawn, after a 6-hour shift, he had resolved 50 calls, claims filed, tickets refunded, with his AI co pilot blinking by his side. As he sips a lemon ginger tea before heading home, he says that soon it will handle complaints by itself. The inevitability raises a larger dilemma. India may hold the richest process datasets in the world, but without the know how, capital, or urgency to exploit them, the back office of the world is drafting the instruction manual for its own replacement.
Daybreak is produced from the newsroom of The Ken, India's first subscriber-focused business news platform. What you're listening to is just a small sample of our subscriber-only offerings. A full subscription offers daily long-form feature stories, newsletters, and a whole bunch of premium podcasts. To subscribe, head to theken.com and click on the red subscribe button on the top of the Ken website. Today's episode was hosted and produced by my colleague Rachel Varghese and edited by Rajiv Sien.